Hello everyone, welcome to another past tutorial video. Today we are focusing on ruler number 65, which is Rhapsody Plus. So this ruler is just comprised of one large spiral. So it's quite easy to use, so we're starting in the middle and you just sew the whole channel. So just have a light touch on the ruler, a light touch on the material, and then because we've got our sew slip mat underneath the material, it just glides ever so smoothly. Okay, so when we reach the end, we can stop with the foot down. Okay, and what we can do here, so we can do the pattern in one thread. You can just spend some time lining up where you want your next pattern to go. So what I've done there, I've just decided exactly where I want it, and then I'm going to sew again. I'm going to sew the whole length of the spiral. We're going to split it into two sections. I'm going to go round and do the second bit first, then I'm going to go back on myself, back to where I started this bit from, and then all the way round past it and into the central bit of the spiral. And then what we need to do each time we want to move the ruler and start a new spiral is we either can start where we finish if there's enough room, or we can just sew back to where we want the start point to be of the next spiral. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just sewing back to where I want my next point to start. Okay, and then I can line it up. So when you're lining it up, what you're looking for is that you're not going to overlap your previous spirals, and that any sewing that you've previously done is in the center of the channel, so it just passes nicely past that section. So here you can see it's just in the center of the channel, and again it's in the center of the channel, so you're just kissing past the previous spirals that you've done. Okay, so that's the main trick, is that you just need to sew back to where you want to start the next spiral, and you can just use this shape of this ruler and it can just do a nicely coverall pattern, or whatever section that you've got free, you can just fill up that space nicely. So this video here is using the Rhapsody Plus as a solo ruler, but the Rhapsodies, it does come in a set of 3, so you can use them together to complement each other, or you can do them separately for their own individual patterns. Okay, so again, so just the main points are just to remember to start with the needle down, stop with the needle down, and then just sew back to where you want. So like I said before, it's a nice way to fill whatever space that you've got. So each time you use it, it can be a different makeup of the spirals, depending on what you're trying to achieve on the project that you've got going. Okay, so you can see it's quite a nice relaxed ruler because it just follows the channel all the way around to give you those nice consistent curves that we're after. Okay, so again I'm just sewing back to where I want my start point to be for the next one. Okay, so always make sure you spend a bit of time that it's lining up exactly as you want it. You might find that the first time you find it might not be in the exact right spot, so you can just do some adjustments, and it makes this beautiful spiral pattern all the way on your material. Again, like with a lot of our rulers, it's very simple way of making a complex pattern. Okay, and you just guided, because the channel is the same width as the foot, you're guided round a bit like a stencil. And again, if you wanted to do this in more than one thread, you could take the ruler off and then position it in whichever way you want for your pattern. But I'm just showing you that if you want to, you can do a big area covered with this pattern in one thread without having to stop and start. You can play with the different thread colours. If you did want to take the ruler off, you could do your central spiral in one colour and the outside ones different colours, etc., just to give it that emphasis, just to jazz up your quilt with whatever you're doing. Like all these rulers, it's just a case of experimenting and doing whatever fits what you want to do. Okay, and you can just see there, very quick, very easy to make a beautiful spiral pattern. Enjoy!